ocean down below, where dark and dangerous waters flow, concealed within this vivid gloam. There is a place I once called home, but I'm not supposed to stay, 'cause loneliness drives me away. So I'll be strong, I have no choice. Call out in song and use my voice. Through coral banks and caves so vast, I seek the truth, search for my past. Don't let my aim get out of sight until the answers comes to light. And while my journey sets me free, I use my strength to finally reveal behind the barrier the secret of Aquaria, of Aquaria, of Aquaria, of Aquaria, of Aquaria.
Good evening, everybody. It is Tuesday night, and I am back here. I was just finishing up with the social meds and all of those things. Get the screen up here, and welcome on in, everybody. Welcome. I guess I can move my mouse and stuff back over here since I'll be working on gaming now in the old gaming mode. Welcome on in, everybody. Welcome. I hope everyone is doing well, and hope you all been having a good week so far, and healthy and happy, and all of those things, my friends. So tonight's the night we are going to finish the main story of Horizon Forbidden West, come hell or high water here. Hopefully. We have 2 side quests left to do that I found one off camera that I didn't know about. And both of them have to do with our flying mount. So hoping that we can run through them relatively quickly. I have been a busy beaver off camera. I have just actually like about an hour ago, I just got the parts I needed for the second upgrade of my Osram Artificer outfit here. You can see we're up to level 2 on that. Level 3 is the parts for that looks like they're actually slightly easier to get. But yeah, the first 2 have been a real pain because the frost, I had to go after the frost claws, which are annoying in and of themselves, but you also have to kill them in such a way that they don't, that you don't destroy the part. How's the best way? So here's a frost claw, right? They've got this section underneath them, and they got shoulders, right, that are like their frost area, right? Well, a funny story on that. What we needed was the what was it? Was it the needed? Not that. Oh, the sack webbing, right? Which is 100% drop. But their chill water unit has to be intact, right? So this whole section here has to remain intact. So you have to kill the Frostclaw without destroying this section, which is a little bit more difficult than it might sound. Because, I mean, yeah, there's a lot more body to hit, but you have to really, like, they expose that section so easily and so quickly that it's like, trying to target around it and still keep doing damage tends to be a rough one. But I did that. We're not going to be able to finish the Enduring, at least not right now. In fact, I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish it at all, because it's just, I've looked online at the cheesing of it, how to cheese it and stuff, and nothing I've done seems to really work at all. I did get the Enduring down to like a quarter health left, but it wasn't that I couldn't get her below that. So we're probably going to leave that one undone, which really sucks because there's 3 decent skill points right there off of that one. We get 1 skill point for this and 1 skill point for this. We're going to do both of these. First to Fly and Shining Example. So we're going to do these right now. And as far as skills go, completed the Warrior tree, we've completed the Hunter tree, we've completed the Survivor tree, and I've completed the Infiltrator tree. So the only 2 trees left are Machine Master, which we need another. What's this? I think these top ones are 2. Yes, that's 2, 4. And then this is 3 and then 5, right? I think. So that's 8, and then another 4, so that's 12 there. And I think it's the same thing here, 3 and 5. So that's 20 basically, and then down here we need everything, right? So it's like I think it's another 3 and 5 or whatever. So that's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of skill points you need. It's very misleading here because it seems like all you need is 11, but really it's 11 stages, not 11 points. So it seems to me like we might be able to do this. We might be able to finish Machine Master off with the DLC, maybe, possibly. I don't know. I don't think so. I think this is more of a, if you really want to finish these off, that's where New Game Plus comes in, more than likely. So we won't be doing New Game Plus, at least not right now anyway, because I've been doing this long enough as it is, and as we can go and see under the statistics here, we're at 120 hours played, almost 121 hours played. And I still have Burning Shores to do, which kicks off after we finish the game here. We're at 81% completion. It is what it is. We have the arena that I haven't really finished all the arena yet. And I have a bunch of hunting grounds left that I have not finished. The hunting grounds are actually not bad, but I have no desire to finish them because there's just too much other crap in the game, and it just kind of gotten to a point where it's just like I'm just tired and I want to move on. You know what I mean? It's like the hunting grounds are good, and they're just as good as they were in the first game, but they're just overshadowed by all the other nonsense. And yeah, they're, unfortunately, it just felt like I just couldn't get around to it. Like I just have no desire to get around to them, honestly, because some of the things you have to do in hunting grounds are a bit ridiculous. You know, as far as what time you have to finish them in, and as well as like what equipment you have to use to do it and everything else. And the other thing about these is, like, the hunting grounds become ridiculously easy if I could get to, I think it's like 80, not Plainsong, but you know where it is, the arena over here. If I can get 80 arena tokens, I could buy a instant plasma coil, which when you do plasma damage would be instant plasma damage. Like they would instantly get maximum plasma damage. So you can buy those in the arena with 80 arena tokens. But getting to 80 arena tokens is just, it's too much of a it's not fun. You know what I mean? Like, they made the arena challenging. They made the arena a little too challenging to where it's just like they sucked all the fun out of the challenge. You know what I mean? It's what, you know, people like a challenge, certainly, but like at some point, if you make something too challenging, it is possible to make something so challenging that you remove the fun of the challenge itself. So that's kind of where I am with that. What we're going to do, I know we got to fly to the mountaintop, but it'll be a lot faster if we just kind of fast travel here and then we'll fly up to the top. Try to run through these as quickly as we can. But that said, I did complete every last, well, with the exception, I found out that there's one that I missed at the main base, but I did finish every single every single, what's the word I'm looking for? Machine Strike game. And to be fair, I wouldn't have completed the Machine Strike games at all, except that I found online that there was a cheese ball method you could use, which I hadn't really considered. But basically, if you only use one piece, you go to the, there's a piece that's being sold, what was it? Let me see if I can find it here. Strike pieces. So there's a Fireclaw piece that you can buy at, you can buy over here somewhere, at one of the, where the heck is it at? There's a Hunter's Lodge. Is it this one? Hunting Grounds, Shearside Mountains. Not that Hunting Grounds. Yeah, this one. The Rain Trace Hunting Grounds. You go there. You can buy that piece. Buy that Machine Strike piece. This Fireclaw. And basically what you do is you only put that piece in your hand. And what happens is the game, when you only have one piece left, you get to move that piece twice. And the Fireclaw moves pretty much anywhere on the board. He can move pretty far. And he does, I think, like 4 damage or something like that. So you do that, and basically the AI, you bug out the AI. Like, the AI doesn't really know how to deal with you. Like, if you jump in and jump out and like kind of keep moving around the board a little bit, like it'll get you a couple times, but for the most part, you just go in and you can knock out the AI pretty quickly because it just doesn't know how to deal with the fact that you only have one piece left. And so you just kind of do that. And I ran through the remaining, like, I don't know, probably 30 Machine Strike games I had left, including the one that unlocks, the master level one that unlocks. There's 4 of those. Ran through all of those in about an hour with that strategy. So, which is just fantastic. It was something that could not do otherwise.
Should be around here somewhere.
Gather armor pieces. There's small valuables cache there. Oh, there's some things in the ground. Where's that small valuables cache that I saw? I swear it was over here. There it is.
Maybe draw my focus.
pieces.
A fragment of Rika's armor. There must be more. I don't like the sound of that.
Really hard to see the purple here.
Another armor fragment. Whoa! It must be the Stormbird that killed Farika.
Alright, come on. Come on. Oof. There we go.
I might have a scrap of Frika's armor. One more bit of armor. I'll reach the machine.
Cool. Oh, I forgot to mention as well that off camera I hit the level cap, level 60.
Focus.
And as you can see there. And then what the game is doing is it's giving me what's calling ghost levels. So every 100,000 XP I'll gain a ghost level, which doesn't, as far as I understand, doesn't have any impact, any gameplay impact or anything. Which kind of sucks because that still feels like it's,
Looks like another bit of armor.
you know,
I guess that's it.
feels like they could have done something
I
there.
should let the Tenakth know I recovered what's left of Frika's
Like maybe
kit.
just give you one skill point or something like that. You know what I mean? Like I feel like they could give you something for it, but whatever. At least it's still, at least it doesn't just stop, which is, I guess, nice in and of itself. So anyway, that's what's going on there with the XP bar. Alright, let's go take this armor back. Complete this mission, and then we have one more. And then it's onwards to the last main mission. And maybe, possibly, we'll get to start the DLC tonight. I don't know. These main missions tend to take like an hour or more, and then I have no idea what kind of monstrosity I'm going to go up against. Go door-to-door service.
We saw you fly. Did you find Farika?
I was able to retrieve her armor. What's left of it anyway. She didn't stand a chance against that Stormbird.
Ah, I see. Painful end. But not without glory. So, what do you think? Was she the first to fly on the wings of the Ten?
She was brave, and spent a fair amount of time in the air. I'd say what she did qualifies.
She flew. I knew it. The first to fly. As her successor, you should keep her armor. You can fix it up at the workbench. This way.
Once you repair the armor, you're welcome to it. You take after Farika. Bold, brave, and a diplomatic liar.
She met a harsh fate. Let her have the title.
Fair enough. It's kind of you to show such humility.
Alright, repair the armor.
Remember the 10. May your blade be bright.
Karo's enemies fall.
And you fell Regala. I saw the Outlander fly with my own eyes.
Once you repair Farika's armor.
Quest items, Tenakth, Sky Climber. Not as good as what completed 2 flying mount quests. Oh, interesting. Okay, that was an achievement. Cool. That was not as good as the badass armor I already have, but you know, it's there. It's something. And we got a skill point for it, so what can I say? Let's go and do this, and then we'll say quests and errands and shining example. Get one more Horus energy cell. and fly to the mountaintop. All right, let's do that. So the forest energy cell is down here, which we already have a campfire to go to, which is fantastic. So we'll grab that and then take that over and make this battle go hopefully a little bit faster. Hopefully a little bit faster.
There's the Horus. Time to pick up a bomb.
Oops. That. Middle mouse button to pick it up. There you go. Alright, we'll fly over there and bomb the hell out of these machines. See if we can get all of them in one shot. That would be swell. I wonder if there's like an achievement for that.
Machines. Must be the spot Moralo told me about. This bomb should come in handy. Come on. I can override with the data I got from Clover. It's easier. Gotta finish off those machines and pick up that green shard.
I figured it wasn't gonna just pick them outright, take them down outright. I mean. That would have been too easy. Probably not a good idea to piss all these off at the same time, but you know. What can I say? We got one of these too. These suck so much. now these guys have come up from behind. Like the bastards they are. Oh my god, Aloy. Climb up the damn mountain. Jesus. Come on, that wasn't even close to me. Alright, alright. Oh, there's a metal flower over here too I didn't know about. Nice. All right. All right. Collect all the goodies. All the goodies.
There's the cache.
Yes.
I just need to get past those vines. Why does this feel too easy?
Oh, that's the vines that, okay. That's what I had to get through anyway. Alright, let's collect all the things. you say? Why do I feel like this is too easy? That was not a good thing to say. Okay, I think... Oh, there's more stuff here. Quite a few machines there they throw at you. Quite a few. I had a feeling that's what's going to happen.
Uh-oh, this is gonna be tough.
Is it? Really? Was it a Dreadwing? I've killed like 20 of these now. Oh, I've killed the same one like 20 times, I guess, for parts for this armor, so... I don't know. Let's see what we can do here. I've kind of glitched this guy out here a little bit. He doesn't quite know what to do. There he goes. I don't know what's going on with this, but it's definitely bugged out. That's fine by me. I'll cheese it all day, every day. Alright. Hey, Premier Craft, welcome. No, it's not farming. This is one of the last side quests I have left. And it only opened up because I have flight now.
I'm not giving up.
But yeah, this Dreadwing is does not know how to handle this terrain, I don't think. But I've done pretty much all the farming I'm gonna do, I think. I did get the pieces I need for the second upgrade of this armor. So... The third piece looks like it doesn't require anything too crazy, but I just have no desire to farm it right now. I'd like to move on and get to the DLC. But I wanted to get these last two side quests that I know I've done. This is definitely glitched out or something because he doesn't know how to attack me up here on this mountain. Ran out of ammo just in time.
To deal with.
There we go. Alright, grab your stuff. I feel like other things dropped off there, didn't they?
I should pick up that green shine now.
I guess not. It's not that important right now. There we go.
This easy?
Grab this green shine. They want it for the quests.
It was nice of that Tanakh soldier to point me this way. I wasn't looking for thanks, but I'll take it.
Alright, we got another skill point. Oh, here's something that dropped. Long leg there. Alright, let's, oh, there's a thing up here. We'll, hitch a ride. Go. And we just gotta return to the base. It's gonna be quite the distance, but you know what? Let's take a moment to do it. What if there's a perch over by the base? It is a lot better than walking. Although I guess there probably would have been faster to just do find a camp campfire, but you know, whatever. This works. It's a little more scenic. Just wish the Dreadwing itself didn't take up so much of the view. Base loading in now. You can see the door from all the way over here. What if I can land right there? Oh, you're not gonna let me, game, huh? Really? I'm that close. That sucks. Could have just easily put a perch right there. Into a cutscene.
Hey, Mr. Know-It-All is here. You know, your focus buddy who never smiles. I didn't know what to do with him, so I had him wait in your room.
Got it. Thanks. Well, Silence. Looks like you finally found a door you could open without me.
I'm glad it's there, actually. It kept me from having to mingle with the company you keep. But enough prattle. I believe you owe me an explanation. Your plans for the Zenith base.
You're right. I do owe you. My spear in your throat for deceiving me again. At the Hades Proving Lab.
I doubt you asked me here for that kind of reckoning.
No. Right now, I need your help. So I'm giving you one final chance. But if you ever betray me again, I will kill you no matter what the circumstance. Understood?
Very well. Though we'll both face a decidedly short future if you can't get us inside that base.
Aloy, your other guest is here. She's, coming to you.
Thanks. Good timing. The truth is, I can't actually get us into the base. But she can.
The company you keep is even worse than I thought.
Not a fan of surprises, are you?
Oh, look.
That must be your little invention.
Does the weapon work? Without self-destructing?
Of course it does. I've eliminated the imperfections and greatly improved its design and output.
How can we be sure?
Care for a demonstration?
Enough, both of you. We're in this together, at least for now. Go talk to Erend. Tell him I said to give you rooms of your own. I'll come see you when I get a chance.
Oh no, you first.
Doesn't want to be shot in the back.
Better get everyone in the control room so Tilda can tell us what she knows about the Zenith base. When it looks impossible, look deeper. And then fight like you can win. I will, Rost. Now and always. With Regalla out of the way, Hekarro and Tenakth, they're safe. The future's up to them now. I do wish they'd drop all the honorary names they've given me. But if I've learned anything about them, that it's not a battle I am going to win. Focus. It's Varl's. I used to think no Nora would ever accept one. Varl did. Even when he was overwhelmed. He refused to let me push him away. I failed Varl at Gemini. I should have pushed harder. I should have done more. I'd give anything to have him back.
Load up on healing stuff here while I'm here. Okay. Before I talk to them, where's the... She's in there. Yeah, there is some good story here. Some really good story in this game.
I see you've got your new arm ready to go.
Yes. It still feels strange. I've gotten used to the absence, but no matter. I'm sure I will need it before the attack on the Zenith base is through. Where's that music the Oseram plays?
For the rock music?
Can we talk for a moment?
Aloy, do you have a moment? You flew? Kotallo told me. And took out Regalla's machines? You know what? I don't even know why I'm surprised. I saw we have visitors and a new weapon. Does this mean we're ready to take the fight to the Zeniths?
Almost.
Oh, and I wanted to give you this for helping me get the data on Leviathan. I didn't really know what to give you, so I asked Zoe what you might like.
Thanks, Alva. I'll put it to good use.
Okay, we're good there.
I need to wrap up a few things, but stay sharp.
I'll be ready when you call.
Alright, and oh, I got some stuff I've left behind. Superior supply cache. Ooh, gold ingots. Yes, please. Where's the... Here it is.
Did you need something?
This is what I was looking for. I can't fabricate anything else. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. All right, let's get this show on the road here.
Okay. Maybe it's time to get everyone together so Tilda can brief us. But is there anything I should handle before that?
Nope, there is not.
All right, people. I need you up in the control room right away. Okay, everyone. We all know what's at stake. Beta, Gaia. Not to mention life on Earth. Now, it might seem like the Zeniths are invincible, but they're not. We've got what it takes to break into their base and defeat them. We even have one of them on our side. Tilda, show us the base.
It is constructed atop the ruins of an ancient military facility on an island to the southwest. I can get us inside. To this location, undetected.
How exactly?
You'll know when you need to. Once inside, our goal will be this structure. The launch tower. Gaia and Beta are being held at the top. But along the way, we will face overwhelming resistance. Most importantly from Gerard, Eric, and the others. But also...
Once I take away their shields, we should be able to deal with them. But it will be easier to deploy the device if someone else is carrying it. I'll need a strong back.
Carry stuff? Yeah, I can do that.
Even if your device works, there will still be Spectre drones, scores of them.
If only we had an army to fight them.
I've got that under control. You'll know when you need to. All right. We'll meet up again just before we go in. Where's the best place to rendezvous?
On the coast, just across from the island. Once there, I'll show you the way.
Okay. I'll let you know when I arrive at the rendezvous point. And then you can join me. In the meantime, do whatever you need to prepare. Understood? You two? A minute? Tilda helped me get in touch with Beta, and she told me something important. There's an installation inside the base. It's called a regulator. Here. Once we're inside, I need you two to split off from everyone else and destroy it. So you'll have to bring explosives. This will help stop the drones. Everything depends on it. Are you with me? After that, I want you to find a way to infiltrate the Zenith network.
How?
Go over all the data that Beta left behind. She knew how to do it, I'm sure of that.
All right. But why? What am I trying to do?
Find information about the Zeniths. Anything Tilda's not telling us. Sylens is right about one thing. There's no way we can take her on her word.
I'll do my best.
Keep her safe, okay?
On my life.
All right.
Okay. Almost time to go after Beta and Gaia. Might be good to check up on everyone first.
I don't... As much as I want to check up on everybody, I have a feeling it's not there's not going to be a whole lot that they're going to say. So I'm just going to go and do this. Ordinarily in an RPG like that, when they're like, check on your companions before you go, I would do it, but the dialogue in this game tends to be very, very redundant sometimes. Unless they're talking about the main story, in which case it's very on point, but when they're not, when they're doing the side stuff, it tends to just kind of rehash things and be generally not that interesting.
Rain's letting up.
Alright, there you go. If you proceed past this point, you'll be locked into Singularity. Open world will be unavailable for the duration of the quests. Let's go. Call your companion. Boy, they really, really wanted to make sure. Are you really sure? Yes.
Okay, everyone. I'm at the rendezvous point. It's time to rescue Beta and Gaia.
Understood, Aloy. We're on our way.
Aloy,
Where are the others?
not far behind.
Egghead here couldn't stand traveling with the pack.
Egghead.
Are we all here? Then let's begin.
A tunnel.
An ancient escape route from the ruins on the island. When I realized it ran all the way across the water, I thought it might prove useful to come and go undetected. So I concealed it from the others. Shall we?
I wish there was a less pungent way to get way inside the base.
Agreed.
There's the launch tower. That plane offers a little cover, so the only viable path is through there. There will be Spectres guarding it, and many more can be deployed from those hangars.
All right. Alva, Kotallo, get to it.
Where are they going?
Somewhere important. Erend, you're with me. You guys, take the high ground in case we need covering fire.
Tactically sound, I suppose. What will she do?
There's a sensor node nearby. If I hack into it, I should be able to scramble the network and keep you undetected. But not for long.
Then we should proceed.
One more thing. Open up the channel to Beta. Audio only.
Aloy.
We're here, and we're coming for you. You know what to do, right?
As long as you hold up your end.
We will. See you soon.
Be careful.
Let's go.
Get to the launch tower as quickly as possible. I'll do my best to conceal our intrusion.
I don't really need all this stuff, but I'm gonna grab it anyway.
Beware, Aloy. Spectres ahead.
Yeah, I see him.
Company. Follow my lead.
That's what I do.
Acid ammo will make this go quick.
Killing inspectors is optional. Where do we have to... I guess we have to go through that tunnel over there. Probably.
Anytime you're ready.
Yeah. I turned around at the last minute there.
I think there's a cave up there that might get us through that ridge.
Let's climb up to it.
Thanks for being quiet, Aaron. That's awesome. It's up there. Oh, there's
I'll
a
follow you in.
there's a whatchamajiggy there too. A weapon.
Well, I'll just... What's in this backpack, metal bricks?
Aloy,
Oh, she
all the
spawned up here.
on the regulator.
That's hilarious.
It's creepy in here.
Of all the times to
Don't worry.
have
I'll protect you.
the
I wish I had
character
a
spawn.
I guess I'll find another way across.
There's a lot of dead machines on this island.
We killed a great many when we landed here. Their salvage may prove useful to you now.
Another Spectre.
Sneak or fight, you choose.
So where do we have to get to is the question. Jesus, that's a long road they're having me travel. Damn. I wonder if I could just... It would be hilarious if I could just pick up... Like, if I could just use my Sunwing to just fly me over there. But I'm guessing they're not going to allow that. There's a thing to... attach to over here.
Tired yet?
Yep.
Made it through without a fight.
Yeesh. These plants are weird.
We're through.
We can take this one, Aloy. Keep moving.
Okay. Well, not all of us are being stealthy, apparently.
That Stormbird carcass should get us over the gap.
I hate stormbirds. But I guess, yeah, dead one can,
God damn it, run forward, Aloy.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah. I'll find a way back up.
This is the way to go, right? Oh no, I'm going the wrong way. Really? Well, crap. Oh, I turned around. Oh, I see what happened. Okay, well, that explains why she didn't immediately grab onto that. I ended up backtracking. I got all turned around here. Oh, this sucks so much.
Where'd you go?
Just need to climb back up.
Oh, for Christ's sake. Where the hell's the handholds to climb back up on? There's no way to climb back up here? You are freaking kidding me here. How do I get back up there? Oh, this cliff, this one section. Now, I just don't feel like fighting the specters, I'll be honest. They're just annoying, right? They're just bullet sponges. And I just kind of want to... If I can get past them without fighting them, I just want to get past them without fighting them. Alright, is that what I gotta climb there? What's that?
Hey, you remember the good old days when our only worry was whether Meridian would be destroyed? You know, instead of the whole world?
Oh, yeah. Good times.
Yeah, good times. Alright, now where the frick do I have to go?
More specters. I'll attack when you do.
Don't you be go for it, Aloy?
Shush already. So I can do a silent strike, but it's not going to kill them. Which is the annoying part there.
Here, up this rock.
Up what rock? Go up that way. Okay.
What are we waiting for?
Shush already. I hate that in this game. That is my one bugbear in this game, is that your companions do not shut the hell up. And they just keep egging you on, like, what are we waiting for? Well, we're waiting for the big effing specter that's up there to look the other way. What do you think we're waiting for, you dumbass?
We're gonna have to climb around this corner.
I'll try not to complain.
Looks like we snuck through.
I can see the way forward. Keep moving.
Going as fast as we can. You alright?
Sort of.
So we gotta climb that storm bird, probably.
How many many Spectres do the Zeniths have?
More than we want to fight at once, that's for sure. Looks like the others have things under control.
Not. So is that Spectre just not going to move from there? Looks like it's already alerted. So I guess they're gonna... Well... Yeah. It's blue again. Yeah, it's not gonna move. So they're gonna force a battle here. Because they snuck around everything else. If I can somehow jump up this way.
Aloy,
I can't. Oh, no. Yeah, I figured.
Do it. Slow the regulator.
Figured they were going to force this battle because of how they did this. Damn, Aaron is doing some work over there for a change. Nice.
Up the slab.
There you go. Figured they were going to force at least one battle. That's why I kind of was going around. Oh, and there was a pulse cannon there. That's kind of why I was sneaking past the other ones too, because I knew there was going to be at least one that they're going to insist that we have to do. There's another Dreadwing here. Oh, for crying out loud. Go. Alright, where are we supposed to go? Up here? There we go.
Alpha and Kotallo did their job. Now it's Beta's turn.
Aloy? I think we're in trouble.
Whatever you plan to do to stop those Spectres, you better do it now.
I'm not doing anything. Beta will. She just needs a little time.
Time that we don't have.
Come on, Beta, come on, come on.
What is that?
Our army.
Well, those are new.
I think you got their attention.
Very clever. You had Beta inject Hephaestus into the base's printer matrix.
Which is faster and more powerful than any cauldron.
Now it can crank out machines to its heart's content.
There's a Thunderjaw. Good to see them working for us for a change.
Come on. Let's get to the launch tower before this whole place becomes a war zone.
Your maneuver, as clever as it is, means that Hephaestus has escaped containment. It will no doubt flee back to the Cauldron network.
We grabbed it once, we'll get it again.
Or find a way to replicate its functionality, perhaps. The Apollo database.
Aloy, in case we don't make it, I just have one regret.
What is it?
That we had to do all this climbing.
It's climbing. I agree with you, Aaron. This is a bit ridiculous.
That big rock might give us a bridge to get up and through.
Gotcha. This'll help.
I guess not all the Spectres are fighting our machines.
Ah, that'd have made it nice and easy.
Where are we supposed to go? I guess we gotta go all the way around there. Okay. That Spectre is like damaged to. Oh no, there's another one over there that's damaged.
Zoe and Baldy are fighting another Spectre up there.
I think they can handle it.
Yeah, they're doing pretty good. There's two of them down here.
Anytime you're ready.
Assume we're supposed to get through that way. Is my assumption. Yeah, that's gotta be it. We gotta go through there.
I'll follow you in.
Problem is, I think we need to be up on here to make the jump onto there. There's a hook there. Where's that other dude ham at?
Right,
This
ammo,
one.
machine. In this case, plasma.
Are we gonna attack or what? Big jump. I don't think they saw us. Good.
Oh, spawned in again. Okay. Oh, I guess we could have come around this way. Or is this the way we're supposed to go?
You can get to the launch.
This is the way we're supposed to go.
The
Okay.
hangar up ahead. I'm heading over to join you now. The hangar's in bad shape, but I can see the way in. Hurry, Aloy!
Another one?
By the blood of the Ten!
Oh, jumping in to help us.
Pick it up. You need it? Bottoms up.
Just what I needed.
Ouch, that hurts.
Got your back, Aloy.
Whoa, okay. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Nice. In dramatic fashion. This way, okay.
Whoa. Look at all this Zenith space stuff.
Space stuff. All the Zenith space stuff.
Come on, let's go! This way, demon! Ah!
Well, it's a good thing we brought her along. It's a good thing we spared her.
Death I was promised. Go!
May Regala return peacefully to the cycle.
Please. She cared nothing for peace.
At least she died on her own terms. Not as your poet.
Oblivion draws no such distinctions.
Aloy, it's been intense, but Kotallo got me to a network node. I'm trying to get in.
Keep at it. We're almost to the tower.
He purposely put all his loot here. Make me stop and scratch. Oh, they brought friends.
Ah, now we know who's been causing all the fuss. Tilda's little pet.
Silence. Zenith inbound. Can we drop their shields, please?
I'm powering it up. Stay still.
This is pointless! You can't hurt us. Face it, you're worms that ooze through the cracks into our bases.
Silence?
One moment more.
But I might just spare you if you give up Tilda. I think it's safe to say she's forfeited her share of our operation. Permanently.
There.
No? Nothing. Fine. All right, people. Light 'em up! Are we supposed to be scared?
Give it a moment. Oh, it's gonna be like shooting fish in a barrel, eh? Hoisted upon their own petards.
You can't let Gerard escape. It won't take long before he preps the shuttle for launch. Then he'll be able to take Beta and Gaia into orbit and onto the Odyssey beyond our reach.
We gotta go through there?
I failed to see another option.
Then we'll carve a path. Ready?
Get to the top and secure Gaia. I'll stop Gerard.
I gotta get to the top of the tower and free Beta.
Yeah.
I see filth. Apologies for that. We're okay. As long as Alva hurries.
I'm almost into the network.
Just do the best you can. Okay, an elevator. Promising.
Whoa, hello. I figured there was going to be some kind of battle here, one-on-one. On a moving platform.
We got some unfinished business, little girl.
Well, I guess not.
I don't need a shield to take you out.
You sure about that?
Trust me, you're gonna wish you had one.
Close person.
You think I can't hit you there?
Every headshot here. Oh, he's using
I'm taking you down.
whatchamacallit. He's using the cheaty stuff. Whoa, hello there.
Much better.
The plasma stuff. Oh, there we go. How about a headshot? Oh, you don't like that too much, do you? Whoa! What the frick was that? Oh.
Oh, yeah!
Not much without your shield, are you?
Hit me!
Ouch. Oh, right in the neck. Oh.
Are you there? I'm on my way to help. Just need to find my way in there.
Damn it. This guy is just laughing fool here. Ooh. Oh, out of ammo. Out of ammo. Bad time to run out of ammo. Really bad time. Come on, make ammo. Make ammo, goddammit. Oh, you fucking hit me with that goddamn cheaty shit.
Feeling better. I've got you now!
There we go. Oh.
I almost forgot what it was like to hurt.
Now we're having fun, right?
Oh, nice. Well, she got her revenge for Varl's death.
You okay?
I will be. In time. Go. Rescue your sister. I'll leave you with the others and make sure they're alright.
Alright, here we go. To the top.
Looks like the machine's inspectors have almost wiped each other out. What was that?
Aloy, Gerard just activated the self-destruct failsafe on the printing matrix. He's taking control of a number of systems.
Including the lift?
I'm afraid so. He's restricted its access to the top. You'll have to climb from there. I have to go. I almost have.
What if I accidentally activated it again? Climb from here. Oh, they're all over there. We're getting the puzzle music. One last puzzle for the road, eh?
Erend? Is everyone alright down there?
Mostly. We're cleaning up the last few Spectres.
What about the Zeniths?
Dead, I think. Zoe told me you got Eric. Good work.
Yeah. Thanks. I guess only Tilda and Gerard are left then.
Aloy, you there? Listen, I got into the network, but only for a minute before I was shut out. I found a bunch of flight plans and trajectories, as if the Zeniths were planning to leave Earth.
Doesn't make any sense.
I know, but there's more. The files I found have a lot of references to something called Nemesis. Whatever it is, the Zeniths are afraid of it.
Alva? Alva! What's going on here? Maybe Beta can help me figure it out. If she's okay.
This is the first time in the game they've had a climbing puzzle that actually felt good. Like, this feels fantastic doing this, like with the tension and stuff. But every time else we've done it in the game, it just hasn't felt that great.
This is it. End of the line. Are you okay? Look, I know you've been through a lot, but you have to help me access the Zenith network. I need to see their files, anything referring to the word Nemesis. Okay. Over there. The systems are down all over the base. I should be able to take advantage of... Yes, Nemesis. Here. There's something in deep space. It's following the Zeniths to Earth.
So that's what destroyed
Look,
their colonization.
escape vectors. Alva tried to warn me about this. The Zeniths aren't planning to stay here. It's a machine of some kind. Or a swarm of them. The energy readings are astronomical. Aloy, I don't think a natural disaster destroyed the Zenith colony on Sirius.
Yeah.
This thing did. Earth isn't a new home for them. It's a way station. They're on the run.
I see you've been busy.
And you've been lying. Nemesis, what is it?
It is us. The minds of Far Zenith. Or failed copies of them, anyway. Back on Sirius, some of my peers weren't satisfied with physical immortality. They wanted digital transcendence. A way to upload their minds into any form, organic or mechanical. Nemesis was a failed experiment to that effect. Abandoned, but never erased. An immense database of our memories, emotions, and prejudices left to fester.
And it destroyed your colony?
We didn't realize it had gained sentience until it broke containment. It had everything it needed from our memories. Security protocols, system specs, override codes. It hacked everything before we knew what hit us. Then it took over our printing facilities, allowing it to gain any machine form it needed to wipe us out.
But why?
Imagine being trapped alone for decades with only the twisted echoes of megalomaniacs for company. It hates us for abandoning it to that prison. And now that it's free, it will do anything to destroy us, including denying us a safe harbor on Earth.
The extinction signal that woke Hades. You didn't send it. Nemesis did.
Finally, you understand. And when that failed, it launched from Sirius to finish the job itself. Which is why we must flee to a random planet circling a random star, somewhere it can never find us.
With Gaia, so you can build yourself a new world.
That's the plan. Even now. Earth is finished, Aloy. Nemesis will scour it of life to deny its creators a viable home. But Elizabeth's dream won't die. You'll come with me to the stars. And with Gaia, we'll create a new world. Together. Where that monstrosity could never find us.
What? No.
I loved Elizabeth. More than you could ever know. And I let her stay behind to die with the rest of humanity. A mistake I have regretted for 1,000 years. Now she stands before me again. Not some inferior copy, but her best possible self. So I'm not asking. You're coming with me. It may seem harsh now, but you'll forgive me in a few centuries.
You can't force me, Tilda. Your shield is gone.
I have something better. Spectre Prime, to me.
Take cover! Get to the door!
Submit, Aloy. You can't win.
She's gonna attack me in a mech suit. What a cheaty bastard.
Ask yourself why you're holding back.
I better scan that thing first. I gotta get through all that armor before I can do some damage.
Okay. What the frig? Oh, of course I can't get anywhere to where there's cover. What the hell arrow do I have on? There we go.
Is this
Come
really
on
what you
here.
want? Sticks and stones against the lightning.
Come on. Jesus Christ.
I knew you didn't truly want to hurt me.
There.
I can endure. You cannot.
Those gold plates are vulnerable. You're not taking me, Tilda!
This Spectre was designed to survive against more than that.
This is ridiculous. Come on. It's not even hitting me and it's freaking doing damage.
Get me in the fight.
This Spectre was designed to survive against more than that. Ask yourself why you're holding back.
I'll shut you down. Powering up.
Sticks and stones against the lightning.
It's quick. Well, that did something. won't work, Tilda!
I knew you didn't truly want to hurt me.
Come on. Am I stuck on something? Of course. Every goddamn battlefield they do in this goddamn game has something that you get stuck on.
It's using its own plates to power its attacks.
Don't make me hurt you!
You're not gonna beat me!
Full power!
Like how I took damage there when I was not even close to get to that freaking beam. Again, game likes to just freaking cheat all the time, which just sucks. Damn it.
Stop! I thank you!
I'm not going with you!
Bombard her!
Damn you and your constant goddamn moving.
I needed that.
I can endure. You cannot.
God damn it.
Is this where you want to end your journey?
Not for life of me hit that goddamn other side there. Oh, come on.
suns against the lightning.
Armor's up!
Execute attack pattern Sigma!
Gotta take out those gold plates to stop those attacks.
I am the only way you get to live, Aloy!
A few more hits.
God damn. Oh, come on. That took half damage. I wasn't even close to it.
I have you!
This motherfucker's gonna win when I'm got down to like almost no health.
Let her have it!
Acid corroding its armor.
I knew you didn't truly want to
Oh,
hurt me.
Jesus. Well, first try, anyway. Damn.
It's over.
That sucked.
Why couldn't you just let me choose?
She tried to take you. And she told you about Nemesis.
So you've known all along.
From Hades, yes. Along with data on how to circumvent the Zenith shields. Everything I did to create the Rebel Army was based on that knowledge. To reach this place, this moment.
And you couldn't just tell me?
Come now, Aloy. You're the last person to act sensibly in the face of impossible odds. When I learned of Nemesis from Hades, I saw the pieces on the board and how to play them. And in that same moment, I knew it was a game you would never play. That you would interfere and attempt to save the Tenakth. I was correct, to a point. You ruined my plans, but brought your own to fruition. The end result is the same. We're here. And now it's time for me to leave this doomed planet behind. To seize the Odyssey and the Apollo database, and begin a new chapter in my pursuit of knowledge, one with infinite possibilities. You can join me if you so desire. You've more than earned your place. Unlike Tilda, I'm extending a polite invitation.
You're going to just take off? And abandon everything? Stay. Help me fight that thing.
Perhaps Tilda didn't adequately define the threat. Nemesis can't be stopped. It destroyed a highly advanced Zenith colony in a matter of hours. What hope does this primitive tribal Earth have? If you brought Gaia, you wouldn't be abandoning life, you'd be saving a seed for a new world. Just as Elizabeth did. It's the choice she made. The sacrifice of all that is for the hope of what might be. If she were here in your place, she would board that shuttle, Aloy.
She had the opportunity to, and she didn't.
Is she hurt?
She was in your place.
Thank the Ten.
Goodbye, Silence.
She looks okay.
She looks victorious.
As always.
Aloy. You did it.
Hey, where's he going?
As far away as anyone can go.
Oh. Are you sure?
You're staying.
For a time. You people are going to need all of the help you can get.
Does anyone else need a drink?
Not if it's that ale of yours.
I'd be fine with a nap.
Excellent idea.
I hope it's really over this time.
There's another battle ahead, Elizabeth. Very different than the one you fought. It's not about the distant hope of creating a new world. It's about preserving the one we have. My friends have a new mission. To spread the word and ask for help. They've taken it in stride. I think it's because they've always known what I've only just started to understand. That the people of this world have the strength to fight any battle. The ingenuity to solve any problem. Courage to overcome any obstacle. And the resilience to rise after any setback. As for me, I can't say I'm not afraid. What lies ahead will be harder than anything we've faced before. But I know I can put the fear aside. for the first time in my life, I feel like I'm not alone.
Well, that was the main story for Horizon Forbidden West, my friends. I'm wondering if I should do a review of it right now, or if I should wait until the DLC. You know what? I think I'll do a review of it now, because I'm sure these credits are going to take probably a while. And I don't think I can start the DLC tonight like I want it to, because it's getting kind of late. So you know what? I'm going to hit record and let's do a little roundup of my thoughts on this. Exclamation, everybody. And welcome to my thoughts on Horizon Forbidden West. As you can see, the credits are rolling, and we've just finished the main story. I am still going to do the DLC, but I thought it'd be nice to kind of give my thoughts about the main story, because I have a feeling the DLC is not going to change a whole lot as far as these thoughts go. So I've played for about 120 hours. I think it's just over 120 hours. I think ultimately it's about 85 to 90% of the game I've done. I did not finish all the... there was one side quest left, which was the Enduring, which is a very rough battle. I didn't finish the arena, and I didn't finish the all the hunting grounds, because frankly it just got to a point where I like the hunting grounds. I like the hunting grounds from the first game too, but it's gotten to a point where it's just, there's just too much, and I just need to move on. So I guess first and foremost, would I recommend this to anyone who wants to play the game? Yes. However, I would say you owe it to yourself to play Horizon Zero Dawn first, because while this game does have a good story, and it does try to at least give you a roundup of what happened in the first game, you really do, in order to fully appreciate everything going on in this game, you really do need the context of the first game, I say. So definitely finish and play and pick up Horizon Zero Dawn first, and then do this game, because you'll appreciate it a lot more, I think. The story in this game is good. The main story is very well written. Some of the dialogue when it comes to the main story, just like in the first game, was very good. But unlike the first game, some of the side content dialogue and some of the asides that you get at your main base and stuff, kind of amateurish, not very good. There was a lot of repetition. It feels like there was a limitation in their dialogue system where they didn't know what dialogue options you were going to pick first, so they made sure that every dialogue option retread the same ground that a previous one does in the menu, instead of actually putting some extra conditionals in there to say, like, okay, we've already talked about this, we don't need to retread this ground again. Unfortunately, they don't seem to have that. And that a little bit of that happened in the first game. In this game, it looks like this game really shines through, or shows through, I should say. It's not a very good look. There's there's a lot of times you'll get into a dialogue with an NPC and you'll just get pulled completely out of the game because it's you know, you get tired of talking to them. I didn't exhaust all the dialogue options because you just kind of you get the gist of it and then you move on, basically, as far as I can tell. The world and the graphics and the art are even more beautiful than the first game, which is quite a feat. As you can see here, it's just an absolutely gorgeous game. The music in this is also really good, although it has a lot more influence, it feels like, from you know, other sci-fi things. There's almost like a little bit of a Blade Runner vibe in there at times, and things like that, which is good. It's just kind of a little bit jarring because I didn't get that sense from the first game, and then this one, it's kind of really leaning into it. But it's still very good. Still very good stuff. It does, however, get pretty old. Like, they don't they really have like 2 battle themes, and you'll hear those 2 battle themes throughout the entire game, which is not unlike any other RPG, honestly. But I was kind of, for a game of this length, you kind of need more than like 2 themes, really, honestly, I feel like. Which kind of leads me into one of my biggest complaints about the game is that it's kind of ballooning at the seams. It feels very much like the first game, Horizon Zero Dawn, was very focused. The gameplay and the narrative and the side quests were all very, very focused. And I assume that was due to the fact that they were also developing the engine at the same time, and they just didn't have the time to really flesh too much out, so they just kind of kept it very slim and to the point. And I think that was a good thing. In this game, it feels like very much like nothing was left on the cutting room floor. And under normal circumstances, if everything was fantastic, that would be okay. But really, there's a lot of this game that just should have been cut out, because at times it just kind of it meanders quite a bit. You can sort of, you know, run through just the main quests pretty quickly, and there's a lot of side quests that you don't have to do. But even then, it just kind of artificially extends itself to a point where it just kind of gets very old very quickly. And to be honest, there's just a ton of stuff in this game that really should have just not be there. There's a lot of activities, a lot of open world activities. Like, for instance, there's a mini game called Machine Strike, which is the Gwent, if you will, of this game, except it's not anywhere any good. It's probably one of the worst mini games I've ever experienced, and I'm not alone in that. I actually looked online, and most people agree that Machine Strike in this game is the worst thing they've ever played. In fact, most people don't even bother playing it, and I went through and did all of it, because there is a cheese out there that you can do that just kind of lets you basically go through all the things pretty quickly. And I did that mostly because it gives you rewards, skill points and stuff, and I really wanted to just try to complete as many skill trees as I can. And this game does have skill trees like the first one. You can't doesn't look like you can complete the skill trees, at least in the first playthrough, but there is a new game plus, so at that point you would probably complete them. I was able to complete 4 out of the 6 skill trees entirely, and that was with doing all the machine strike stuff and all the side quests and whatnot. But they machine strike is just the worst thing ever. It should not even be in the game, and it should not have rewards tied to it that make you kind of want to even attempt it, to be honest. Secondly, they have, and I'm guessing this was due to feedback from the first game, they've leaned very heavily into melee combat. And I gotta be honest with you, I don't think they've ever really done melee combat well. They didn't do it well in the first game, and it's really sucks in this game too. Like, it doesn't feel fluid. It doesn't feel like, one of the things they have in the game are melee pits where you go in and they try to teach you all these moves. You have these move sets that you can do, and you spend half your time trying to pull off the moves that it's telling you to, but it'll just tell you didn't do it right, or you didn't do this right, you didn't do that right, and you just keep doing it and doing it and doing it, and then eventually you get it right. But then at that point, when it comes to actually using it in a battle, it's 50-50 whether or not the move will actually work for you or not. It's pretty bad. And honestly, it's not as satisfying as just shooting machines with bows and arrows. I mean, like, you gotta be honest, there's just some satisfaction with just taking down this giant machine with nothing more than a bow and arrow, versus using melee strikes and stuff. And honestly, most of the machines, especially on the very hard difficulty like I'm playing here, won't even let you get close to them anyway. If you do, you get stomped on pretty quickly. So it feels weird. It feels like they left the machine AI the way it was from the first game, where getting into melee range was a suicide pact, and they left that alone, and then they added all these melee things that just don't seem to work. So I don't know what they were thinking. I think they thought, oh, more people wanted to do melee stuff, and they wanted to try to fix that, and they did the opposite of fixing it. They made it worse in many ways. And then on top of that, you have the melee pits, which are, I mean, let's be honest, they're not great. The final battles that you have to do in the melee pits to unlock the secret boss, if you want to call it that, were just horribly unbalanced, and I ended up just cheesing them. It turns out you can just put traps in the arena before you and then start the battle, and then the traps will go off, and that'll give you at least some advantage in the battle. So I did that because the problem is the game has a lot of these battles that just sound fun on paper, but when you play them just aren't. It's one thing to be challenging, it's another thing entirely to be so challenging as to not be fun. Like, you can be challenging to a point where you actually suck the fun out of the game, and many of those kind of side quests and side battles are that way. They just suck the fun out of it, because you're not, when you get done a battle, one of the fun things I've always liked about the Horizon series is, for most battles, if you fail, you come out of it and you go, okay, I know what I did wrong, I know what I need to do to fix this. And then you come back and you maybe do it one or two more times and you finally succeed. But then they've injected more of these battles where it's just like, you just throw your hands up in disgust, because you're just like, what am I supposed to do differently? And that's where the challenge gets to be not fun, right? They've added more weapons to the game. They've added Tron-like weapons and stuff, and it's like, okay, fine. It's still technically in the universe, but you know, a lot of them require so much finesse and so much, you know, trial and error to use that it just, you know, just give me bow and arrow. That's all I use for most of the game was the bow and arrow, because it is the most fun to use. And it's like, why would I want to do anything else besides that? And the first game was very similar in that regard too. I just, I feel like, you know, for a game like this, you know, the first game was about 100 hours to do all the stuff. And having this one be 120 to 130 hours to do all the stuff really felt bad. It doesn't... This could have easily been cut down in half. This could have easily been an 80-hour game, and it would have been fantastic because the pacing would have been just right. The pacing in this is off. And furthermore, it feels like, again, as I said, you know, it's bursting at the seams here. They shoved in additional storylines that could have themselves been another game. Right? So the only way I could talk about this is to give slight spoilers here, but we learn about the ultimate, we learn that there are other things besides Zero Dawn that were discussed and were executed to try to save the human race, right? Which is great. It's great to see that. However, in the midst of everything else going on with the Zeniths and all that stuff, we got more information about Ted Faro and what happened to him, and we see his ultimate fate, which on the one hand, it's very interesting. It's a very interesting story, but the payoff is terrible and not earned, and it felt like it was just a shortcut. Like somebody just said, look, we just got to get Ted Faro out of the picture. Here's what happened to him. And that was it. And honestly, they were getting to a point where he was actually pretty interesting because they introduced the Quen into this, who kind of worship Ted Faro kind of thing. And they managed to make a lot of interesting stuff about like what happened to him, what made him go off the deep end, what happened after he went off the deep end, and all that stuff. What was his idea for saving the human race? That could have easily been like an entire other storyline. Like they could have, like there was enough there they could have done it, and it would have been a very interesting storyline too. But instead, they just kind of shoved it in here. Sort of haphazardly, and then just said, okay, you know, here's 2 missions and then done. And it's like, it just felt weird. Even like the Quen and stuff felt like they were just kind of shoved in there. You know, it would have been interesting to introduce them. But I don't even think you needed to introduce them in this game. I feel like you could have talked about them. You could have maybe had a representative that you found, you know, like a scout or something, and just kind of lead into that, and that could have been its own game entirely. And honestly, the main story, I gotta be completely clear here. The ending of the main story, as good as it is, feels like it's suffering from Mass Effect 3 syndrome, or actually really, I guess, Mass Effect syndrome, right? Where every Mass Effect game, they like, you know, the first game was like, oh, it's, you know, the human race is at stake, and then the second game is, oh well, the solar system's at stake, and then the third game's like the entire known universe is at stake. Like they kept upping the ante to the point where it got effing ridiculous, right? Like you get to a point where it's just like you can't go any higher without magic, right? And it's supposed to be sci-fi, and that's what they did here. At the end, they're like, you know what, magic, we got an even bigger world crazy event than the ones we just introduced, that are going to destroy the world. And it's like, stop one-upping yourself. Like, you don't need to do that. There are so many good storylines that you could go down, and you introduced, and you could take to fruition. The third game could have been us learning about, Ted Farrow's ultimate fate. Like maybe there was something going on where he's, causing problems with the world and stuff. Like it just, they've raised the stakes to the point where I don't think if there is ever a third game in the series, and that's a big if, because I feel like they've raised the bar to a point where even they don't know how to write themselves out of it. I don't think I'd want to play it for the story, at least. Maybe for the gameplay, but not necessarily for the story. Because it's going to, like, it's giving me, like, Mass Effect 3 vibes, where I loved Mass Effect 2, and I loved Mass Effect 1, and I refuse to play Mass Effect 3. I loved Mass Effect Andromeda, even, and I refused to play Mass Effect 3 because it was just too effing ridiculous from a story perspective. And I knew it would just piss me off, and I would just stop halfway through. And I feel like that's where they've gone with this, and it's just, it pains me to no end to see that, because it's just such a amateurish writing mistake to make, where you're just constantly one-upping yourself and one-upping yourself and one-upping yourself until eventually, you're just pulling random stuff out of the air that doesn't make any damn bit of sense. And that's kind of where they've gone with it, and it's unfortunate, because the story of this game is really good, and they had a really good thing, and then right at the end they do a kind of a rug pull, kind of, sorta, that ends up just, if you take more than 5 minutes to think about it, it hurts your brain, right? It's completely, it's like they built these characters up and then went completely out of character, right? At the very end there. I think in their quest to make every character gray and not be just evil for evil's sake, right? They went to a place where it's just, you're just like, well, you lost me, you just lost me there, right? It's like, it's okay to have an evil enemy that is just plain evil. You can give them motivations, you can give them reasons why they're doing things, and they did a very good job of that. But you don't have to then say, well, turns out they were being evil because they're afraid of the prime evil that's coming after them. It's like, oh, come on, guys, really? Like, it's just bad. It's just bad. Everything else was so good, and that was just so bad. And then, there's, like, the first game had problems with climbing. They made it worse, climbing mountains and stuff. They made it 1,000% worse in this game. Like, the climbing in this game is, someone, I assume on the dev team, played Assassin's Creed Unity and said, oh, how it took you 25 years just to climb straight up one of those towers in Assassin's Creed Unity because they had switchbacks and everything else in there? what if we made every single mountain in this game that way? And it's like you get to a point where it's just like, I just want to get to this point. I don't want to climb this mountain. I just want to get here, and there's no way to do it without running 20 miles one way and 20 miles back the other way. It's just, you know. And then they wait till the very end of the game to give you a flying mount. And once you finally get the flying mount, it's like, it's so much nicer to traverse the world. Like, to give players an open world, and technically it's a semi-open world because it doesn't open up on its own. You have to play some of the main story to open it up, and then make it like ridiculously hard to traverse that world is just, or make it not hard, but make it annoying as hell to traverse that world is just the wrong way to go about things. And then on top of all that, because it's an automatic grab, you know, you don't have to press a button to grab onto the rock walls and stuff. Many times you're fighting enemies and you've got your camera pointing at the enemy, right? And you're fighting them, and then all of a sudden, unbeknownst to you, behind the camera there is a mountain slope, and Aloy will just latch right onto it, and then you're hitting C to get her to let go, and she won't let go, and it's you end up dying half the time just because there was the battlefields that had stuff in them that Aloy just latched onto, like it was a freaking, magnet. And it's just that, you get those annoying, really, really annoying deaths that shouldn't be happening, because they should have just made the climbing thing require you to press a button, boom, done, it's that just sort of really works on your nerves after a while in the game. But I mean, the combat in general, still very good. Still very good combat. The arrows and the bow and arrows are still very good. All the machines that we had from the first game make a comeback, along with a few new ones. They kind of nerfed... Well, actually, they really did nerf the stealth in this game, which is a little bit annoying. Even against human enemies, they nerfed the stealth, because they made it so that you can't always instantly kill something with stealth, even when you're fully upgraded, which is kind of terrible. I mean, I can understand that with the machines, but with the humans, that was a bad choice, a bad, change that they made. And then second of all, they made a lot of humans wear helmets that end up taking, 20, 25 shots just to knock their helmet off, just so you can do some half-decent damage to them, and shoot them in the head and everything. So they made all that more difficult for no good reason. And yeah, the stealth, it just, like, it gets to the point where it's just not worth doing stealth anymore in the game. The overrides, you still get overrides from cauldrons, but not directly. You get the ability to unlock the overrides, but then you have to then fight those machines, get certain parts, and then bring those parts back to your base, and then build the override for the machine that you want. So again, something that was a very good thing that helped you with, a lot of stealthy missions, and allowed you to basically do the whole game in stealth if you wanted to, they removed for no good reason. And so if you really like the stealth in the first game, you're going to really hate it in this game. I really enjoyed the stealth mechanics, but then I got to a point in here where it's just like, there's no reason to do it. Even with human enemies, they got to a point where you couldn't take out any human enemies in one shot, and they would just alert everybody around them anyway as soon as you tried to do it. So it was like, there was no point. It was just go up to an outpost, shoot the first person you see and just deal with the consequences, which is kind of annoying because it really, I really like that part of it, and they nerfed the hell out of it in this game, and that's unfortunate, very unfortunate. But yeah, I mean, overall, you know, my negative about the game is that they really should have cut a lot of stuff out. They put way too much stuff in here, and both from a story perspective and from a, you know, a world perspective, as far as like, you know, side content to do. Their side quests are, some were interesting and some were just kind of very, very bland. They do bring back some characters from the first game, and they do them dirty. They do them dirty. They don't. None of the characters that come back from the first game have any growth in this game. None whatsoever. They introduce new characters in this game, and even those new characters kind of stop growing at some point, with the exception maybe of Beta and Alva, probably. I mean, those were the two, I'd say, that still had some growth happening towards the end of the game. But all the other characters that they introduced, that you sit around in your base and all that stuff, like, two-dimensional. They don't flesh them out anymore. They could have. I mean, even Talana from the first game comes in, does a cameo in this game, and grows by the end of it. Like, she does, you have a few missions with her, side missions with her, you learn more about her, she grows as a character, and it's great. But, you know, poor Erend, like, he is literally just comic relief and nothing more. Like, they really wasted him in this game. Like, there is literally a side quest where you're trying to find the headquarters of the rebels in this game, and you literally tell Erend, because they're Osram rebels, and you tell them, okay, go hit up your Osram contacts and figure out where this base is. And he's like, sure, I'll go do that. And then, meantime, you go and find out all the information about where the base is, and then you come back to Erend and you're like, hey, I found out where the headquarters is. He's like, oh, that's cool. I don't have any additional information to give you about that. It's like, you had one job, dude, and you did nothing. You didn't help. And it's just it feels like there was either a last minute edit or something happened there where they just kind of forgot to have your NPCs do anything useful. And speaking of having them doing anything useful, on the missions where you're dragging them along behind you, good golly, do they not shut up. Not only do they not shut up, but they will, like, rag on you, like, oh, we're gonna go now? We're gonna go now? No, we're waiting for the patrol to leave so I can go to the next cover. Shut the hell up. I don't know what they were thinking. There was some disconnect somewhere along the way, and they just ran with it, and they probably ran out of time to fix it properly, or thought there wasn't anything wrong with it in the first place. But it's just weird. You know, you have all these characters and you care not a thing about them. And yeah, a little bit of a spoiler, they do kill a character off from the first game. And let me tell you, it was supposed to be a really sad event, but no, I was quite happy to have one less person yapping in my ear as I'm trying to do stuff. You know, it's just one less person hanging around doing things. And furthermore, that particular person that they kill off, you never see them doing anything. You're told, oh, while you were gone, they helped with this, or while you were gone, they were doing that, or while you were gone, they were helping this, they were talking to Beta and helping Beta. Like, you never see them do anything. Every time you're there, they're just sitting at the bar, just chatting, like, you're told of all their deeds. You never see any of their deeds. So they never grow throughout the entire game. It's the same with the other characters. They don't grow. You get introduced to them, the new characters, you get introduced to them. You get a little bit of background information on the tribe they're a part of. And then that's it. They're forever that same character. They never grow even one little bit. Even when you do their side quests that they specifically have, they come out of them as though you did nothing. And that's just bad RPG writing, right? Like, that's, if you're going to introduce NPCs that are going to be recurring characters that are going to be at your base doing things, and you're going to give them missions that are specific to them to make them grow, and then not have them actually grow, that's just bad writing. But I say all this because I love this series and I love this story. But I do feel like this game has kind of a tall order, right? It kind of asks you to put up with a lot of filler to get that story, to get those good things. And then it asks you to ignore some glaring failures and failings and stuff. All of which is just unfortunate. I wish they had kept it to like an 80-hour game and left stuff on the cutting room floor. I just wish they had cut stuff out of this. I feel like a lot of the stuff they put in here was stuff they probably cut out of the first game. And by cutting it out of the first game, they made a better game for it. And by putting it in here, they just kind of, I don't know, they just extended the game without really giving you much that's interesting. Not every game has to be 120 hours. I know that there's a large group of gamers out there that judge a game by how much money they spent per hour playing it, but it's, there's a lot of good small games too, and as I said with the story here, they merged felt like they merged a lot of storylines into this one and then resolved those storylines in a very unsatisfying way, just to get them out of the way, like just to get more content. And it's like, you guys could have, like, there was so much more there you could have worked on. There's so much more there. You could have made this. There was a lot of interesting stuff going on, and you just kind of shortcutted it. But anyway, that was a very, very long 37-minute rant on the game, because I love this game. I love this series, and I like to see it do well. But as I said at the jump, I would still, despite all the flaws, I would still recommend it to anybody. Of course, make sure you play the first game first, because you'll get this game better then. But that's my thoughts on Horizon Zero Dawn's, or Horizon Forbidden West's main storyline. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, my friends, that was boy, I went on a tear there. Discovered Nemesis. There's 2 skill points for that. Oh, we're at Ghost level 61. Congratulations on completing the main game. Aloy's story will now continue in the Burning Shores DLC, set in an entirely new area of the map with new quests, characters, blah, blah, blah. Aloy will be contacted shortly with the next steps to begin the journey. You can also replay the game from the beginning in New Game Plus. using the New Game Plus start point in the base. Okay. Oh wow. That's hilarious. So every single place we flew through with on the during the credits is now is queued up to come through. Somebody dropped the ball on that one. That's hilarious. There we go. Back to the base. What is this?
Maybe one day I'll head back to the Sacred Lands and see Sona again. Tell her what her son accomplished.
Oh, that was his focus again? Okay.
Aloy, a certain complication has come to my attention that we must discuss. I'll be waiting at Tilda's. It's proven to be a useful headquarters for my inquiries into the Zenith base. And don't worry, I haven't disturbed her precious art.
Fine. I'll be there when I can.
See the burning shores, okay. Oh, and Beta is up here now. Interesting. There's the New Game Plus thing.
What are you up to?
I'm getting a head start on looking for ways to temporarily stabilize the biosphere. We may not have Hephaestus, but I'm sure we can come up with something.
Alright. Yeah, that was the other thing, is that, you know, we lost after all that work to get Hephaestus, we lost Hephaestus again. And so, technically speaking, we didn't win, right? Like, the world is still, I mean, granted, the world's still in peril because of Nemesis, right? Which is coming off in the distance. But, like, the immediate problem of, like, solving the biosphere, we didn't do. So, like, what the frig were they thinking when they came up with this ending of the storyline here? It's like, yeah, by the way, all that effort you put in, yeah, Earth's still gonna die from the exact same problem you had when you started.
Snowing soon.
Beta cute though, yeah. You playing the game again? I'm going to play the DLC, but I'm not gonna do New Game Plus right now. I might do New Game Plus at some point in the future, but definitely not right now. Where is the it's over here. Just looking for the campfire here so we can save. Let's do a manual save. All right, let's see where we were at. Notebook here. Game progression. So we ended up at 83.27% as far as the in-game progression is concerned, and 123 hours, 23 minutes, and 46 seconds. That is a lot. That is a lot. And then we've got Burning Shores here too. I've got 4 points, so I might as well just take both of these. Oh, come on. What is going on there? No. Get both of those. So that puts us at 22 of 31 on that. Let me do another manual save since I've done that. All right. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, I think, my friends. And tomorrow night, we'll start the DLC for Forbidden West. And then I don't know if I'm gonna. I think I'm just gonna. We'll see what's there to be had, but I'll probably end up kind of just sort of mainlining the DLC a little bit. I don't know if I'll stick around too long in it and do a lot of side stuff, but we'll see. I mean, knowing me, I'll probably do still some side things and whatnot. From what I understand, there's not a whole lot in there. It might be maybe like 10 hours or so. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, that will do it then for me for tonight. And I'm not even going to look to see if anyone is live right now. I'm just going to say thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Hope everyone has an excellent morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on what it is for you. And hope to see you back here again in the future for some more stuff, whatever happens to suit your fancy. Until then, see you, bye.
Same old story. Boy finds girl, boy loses girl, girl finds boy. Boy forgets girl, boy remembers girl. And girl dies in a tragic blimp accident over the Orange Bowl on New Year's Day.
Good year.
No, the worst.